Now, I have it down where it's fairly snug. There's hardly any play in it. Actually, I can actually move the pump, but and it won't come off. It won't snap off. So at this point, I want to orientate my hoses. Make sure I have my gaskets in there, and go ahead and hand screw them on. The reason why I'm doing this now, while the pump can move freely, is a lot of these hoses are so stiff that it's very difficult to get the hose on unless you have some kind of play. Okay, and not forgetting the copper gasket, putting it on here. Okay, that's the one that went on there. Oh, there's one right there already, so I'm gonna, this came from somewhere else. Okay, so here's a copper gasket on here, and normally I would just put it here if it didn't have one, and just drop this down on top of it. Hand tight. Okay, let me reorientate this so you can see it. Okay, and make sure this hose goes on flat. Hand tight. Okay, so I have this play in it, and as you can see, I still have the play on the pump. Okay, now that I have everything orientated, the hoses, the clearance with the tank, what I'm going to do is I'm going to orientate this to a position where I can access the screw by taking off the back panel here. Okay, so this is the back panel where it would normally go, and I want to orientate the screw where it's just in a position as if I were to put a screwdriver here and I can access it. Okay, then now I'm going to go ahead and tighten it down. Okay, some of the techs have a tendency to reverse this so that you can access this from the front panel. Let me show you. From this side, and to access it here from the front of the machine. But the problem with that is this tank is going to be hot. Okay, so when you reach in to grab the pump, you're going to end up burning your hands. So even though you can access the pump and unscrew it that way, you won't be able to take off the hoses because all the equipment will be hot. Okay, so I recommend putting it on the back side, because even if this tank is hot, as you can see, I can stay away from it. Okay, if I had to get real close to this tank, which would be hot, I can cover this with a towel or even use a glove and access it. And as you can see, there may be some times I might touch the top of a hot tank. Okay, so I highly recommend putting the screw on this side where you can access it from the back.